everyone, and welcome back to Pete and Jeremy's D&D Time. This is game 2 this evening, an adventure I have entitled The Monster of Montag. And I am, of course, as always, joined by 4 fantastic heroes. And let's take a minute and, say hi to all of them. First and foremost, Oldman McWizardface, the Monstrologist McResearcherface. How are you, Oldman?
Oh, hello, Jeremy. I've been so busy lately.
So busy. What have you been doing?
Oh, cleaning out Mira's house. And that dodo has been such a, well, a little bit of a trouble.
I was sure they were extinct.
Oh, this one has been trying very hard. He's in a padded room. He almost drowned himself the other day when Mira filled his bowl more than 2 inches high.
You know, I've heard that dodos can actually drown themselves by just looking up and then drooling a little.
Oh, well, that hasn't happened yet, but that's something that I need to consider.
You never know.
Been managing Mira's house. That's what we call it now. We've managed to get a bunch of adventurers to begin and try and clean up.
You've got a whole bunch of heroes now working to clean up Mira's house.
Indeed. I'm hoping we could finish before the end of the year.
I see. And it's going well, though. I mean, you've been at it for so long. I just kind of assumed that you... Is it like a out with the old, in with the new, and now it's messy again kind of deal, or...?
It's the fact that she has so many tiny dimensions, so many portals onto realms of...
Look, Oldman, sometimes you just gotta...
simple existence.
Sometimes you just gotta throw them out.
Well, some of them have actually valuable things in it. Like people who have gotten lost in them.
Oh, you've lost adventurers in the... Oh, no.
Oh,
well,
we lose some, we find some. It's kind of a revolving door sort of situation.
Oh, well. Well, Oldman, welcome back. I'm sure this is going to be a great little vacation for you, a little bit of respite from cleaning. I hope you have a fantastic adventure, and of course, thank you for playing with us, as always.
Of course, Jeremy. It's nice seeing you.
Our next hero this evening is Anadoltia Bluebeads, the Porcelain Princess. Anadoltia, how are you?
I'm quite fine, thank you.
So, Anadoltia, you have not been press-ganged into cleaning Oldman McWizardface place of residence, right? You're one of the few heroes who's free to continue to do whatever they please?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing lately, so, yeah, I guess I could count myself lucky?
I think so. I definitely think so.
I mean, I've been busy with my own life, so...
Yeah, I was going to ask, what have you been up to in the meantime? I know I heard a little birdie told me that today was Anadoltia's birthday. I don't know. I referred
not today. It was not today. It was actually the 10th.
Oh, I missed it by a couple days. I'm sorry. I only operate once every 7 days. And so today is actually the last 7 days, but all at once. I have a weird perception of time.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, time is a finicky thing.
So, yes, did you do anything exciting?
Well, not really. I mean, we just had a little birthday. Sugar decided to make a cake, and she gave me a present, and the girls actually made one. And it's a little creepy, but it's the thought that counts.
It's a little creepy? What is it?
They actually made a little tiny doll version of me.
Oh God. All right, I can see that would be a little unsettling.
Indeed, but from Sugar, I actually got the cake, and she presented me a gift from both her and Confectia. A royal certificate that pretty much states me as part of the pastry royal family.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, I was going to say I was hoping it was a Nintendo Switch, but you know what? That's pretty good, too.
What's a Nintendo Switch?
Don't worry about it, Anadoltia. Well, Anadoltia, I'm glad that you're officially now royalty. You are now officially a princess. So,
yes.
You're one of you can join the short list of princesses in the land of D&D time. And congratulations on that. I hope you have a wonderful adventure, befitting of a princess.
Indeed, I really hope it turns out well.
All right, and of course, thank you for playing with us. Our next hero this evening, all I'm gonna say is he's literally on fire. It is Grilliam Inferno. Grilliam, I'm sorry, the General of Flames. Grilliam, how are you?
I am doing wonderful today.
Grilliam, I got a real question for you. Real talk. How often do you set your bed on fire when you're trying to?
No, I mean, if you're it's only happened once.
Only one. It's only happened once when you were little.
Yeah, but I can control my flames.
Even when you're asleep, though.
Yep.
Wow, pretty crazy. So, have you done any conquering lately? Is the kingdom on the march?
Maybe.
Maybe
we'll see.
Secret conquering.
We'll see. We'll see. There haven't been plans yet, but when the time comes, I will be there.
You know, I understand that. I completely understand that.
And I will have my wonderful steed, my wonderful pony with me on the journey.
Yeah, it looks almost like a horse now. It looks like your little nightmare steed has grown up a little.
Indeed, it has, because I take good care of it.
What do you feed a literal nightmare?
A lot of things. I feed it a lot of things. Yeah, pretty much. I feed him a lot of vegetables.
The same thing you'd feed a normal horse, I guess. You know what? I guess that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, no, I get it. So, Grilliam, what have you been up to then if you haven't been on the warpath?
Oh, just relaxing, chilling, and taking good care of my wonderful steed.
Just really bonding with your steed and just relaxing and having a good time.
It's ironic for me to be chilling when I'm constantly on fire, but you get my point.
Yep, no, I feel you. Well, Grilliam, I hope this will be a pleasant little excursion. I hope you have a good time this adventure.
I will. Gladly. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, we have a character that has not been seen around Bartholomew's shop in quite a while. Beardfish, welcome back.
Hello.
Beardfish, how are you doing? I saw you wandering around a little bit outside a couple weeks ago, but I haven't seen you come in a while. How are you?
Good. I got lost.
You just got lost?
Yeah, in a house.
You were in someone's house?
I was supposed to be cleaning it. I think that guy was there.
Okay, I see. Okay. So you got lost in one of the extra dimensional spaces that Oldman McWizardface's fiance uses to hold her stuff. Girlfriend. Okay. So, Beardfish, what was it like being lost in an extra dimensional space?
This feels the same as always, because I'm always lost.
Oh. I'm sorry, Beardfish.
You poor thing.
Or is that a good thing?
If any of you find a lake anytime soon, I kind of miss it.
It'd be nice to go and visit a lake again, right? Have you been back to a lake since you just kind of walked out and went on your journey?
I found a little stream once, and there was some people were afraid of it because they thought it would melt them. The God Ragnan people, they were all right, but a stream is not enough to swim.
Yeah, especially a stream like that, very shallow.
I mean, I've only seen one lake, but someone destroyed it.
I hope it wasn't my lake.
I can guarantee it wasn't.
I hope that you can find your way back to your. Do you miss your old lake?
I mean, I think so. I haven't been to any other lakes to know if I miss other lakes.
Well, you know what, Beardfish? I hope you find a lake.
I found a salty lake. I didn't like that.
Oh no, that's the ocean. That's
yeah,
very bad.
I didn't like it. Hurt to breathe.
Yeah, it's got extra salt in it too because the sea level went down a little bit. But you know what, Beardfish, welcome back. It's always wonderful to have you, and I hope you enjoy this adventure. And so, our adventure begins. You all, being Bartholomew's adventurers, a part of his kind of adventuring troupe, have been hired out by actually maybe it's a king or a captain of some defense force or some sort of important figure from the city-state of Montag. It's a small city-state in the small kingdoms in the southwest of the lands of DnDTime. Apparently, they have been having some sort of issue with a monster or something that's been raiding their caravans, or it's not super clear. You were informed that you were to head to the city-state of Montag and meet at the Happy Bucket Tavern, where you'd apparently meet up with the guard captain. So, and he'd give you more. So, yeah, you've started the adventure. You've headed out. Bartholomew is able to teleport you to the small kingdoms. Michael, I'm sorry, not Michael. Grilliam, I'm sure you were able to stop by Michael Verity's kingdom and just kind of, get some stuff. You're probably already in the area, to be honest.
Yeah. By the way, I made sure to get my pony as well.
Absolutely. So you're riding on your flaming pony.
Yep.
And the rest of you, have you all just kind of been walking, or what's the deal? It's beautiful rolling green countrysides with small copses of wonderful forest and all that stuff. Beautiful sunny day. And yeah, you're just walking down the road.
Not walking, but flouncing awkwardly and sticking wildflowers in their beard.
And those are just running on the back of
mine too.
Oh,
sorry,
Beardfish. Oh, sorry.
And those is pretty much riding on the back of Molly as usual.
Oh, of course, you're Sticky Puppy. 2 of you are mounted. And Beardfish, you're just skipping around, having a blast?
Yeah, totally sticking flowers in Oldman's glorious beard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. How long of a beard do you have, Oldman?
Oh, it sometimes drags on the ground. Being short doesn't help.
Yeah, I was going to say, knowing that you're a gnome, I also realize your name's kind of a misnomer. It should be Old Gnome. Anyway, Old Gnome Men? I don't know. You walk down this lovely, idyllic countryside path. Beardfish, there are flowers all over the place. There's a wonderful little picket fence that just kind of follows along one side of the road. And as you're all kind of walking, you can see there's some hills on the other side of a small forest. And over the picket fence, you notice there's some sort of a creature standing in the field. It's on 4 legs, and it has 2 large horns that kind of like come out of its head. Kind of large ears that it's flapping around every so often. A tiny little short tail, and it's covered, it's kind of like a dark black color, but covered in white splotches. It could be white covered with black splotches, though you're not. It's just kind of standing there menacingly, maybe 1,000 feet away.
Beardfish is gonna shout, "Hello, friend!"
To draw this.
And I was just making a nature check, just trying to figure out what kind of creature that is.
Sure, if you want. Anadoltia, you're not sure what kind of creature this is.
We're approaching.
You've never seen one of these up in the Big Rock Candy Mountains.
Drawing it regardless.
Okay. I'll say, Grilliam, you recognize this as a cow.
A cow?
Yes.
Well then.
I don't think anyone else in your party recognizes it.
What are you guys doing staring at the beef?
I'm drawing it.
Well, I mean, do you know what that thing is?
That's a cow.
Hello, cow. We're friends now, right?
Are you gonna run over to the cow, Beardfish?
I'm just shouting at it from a distance currently.
The cow responds by going down, moving its head down toward the ground, and biting some of the grass and lifting it back up, and then.
Ooh, combat shots! Wonderful!
Beardfish reaches down, picks a handful of grass, and shoves it in their mouth.
Okay, the grass is tasteless, like fairly flavorless, but fairly lush at the same time. It's very green, rich grass.
I don't like algae.
Ew, I'm gonna facepalm and like, that's a cow. It's cattle. It's farmers have these.
Oh, okay.
That where
And
I'm
then
from?
Beardfish leans over to Oldman and goes, "What's farmers?"
Grilliam, your horse, your pony hears that and face hoofs.
Face hoofs, yes.
Yep.
Anadoltia just kind of looks at Grilliam.
Well, we don't have those where I'm from. We just have cotton candy sheep.
Interesting.
I have a tiger.
So Oldman, you're able to continue your sketch, no problem. And I think eventually you all just continue down the path, ignoring this cow.
I wave goodbye.
Okay. The
Thank
cow
you for
does not
being such a
respond.
good mother.
The cow.
Beardfish moves back. I speak its language now.
Okay.
That was great. Most things I draw try and kill us.
As you follow down this idyllic countryside road, eventually, as you're kind of going around a few small rolling hills, you come toward the opening of some sort of a wall. There's a large stone wall up ahead of you with a gate. The gate is currently open. There are a few guards kind of standing at it. And you can see beyond people all out and about on the roads inside of this gated town or city. And the guards don't really acknowledge you as you kind of walk up. Just are standing at attention. And yeah, up ahead you can see there are stalls, people selling their wares, people walking to and fro about their daily business. It seems like a fairly simple medieval town up ahead of you.
Shopping?
Can Lady Molly misbehave and have one of her little sticky tendrils pick something up from one of the stalls?
Oh yeah, so you guys all just walk right in.
Yeah. I ride over and greet the people.
Yeah, the guards kind of nod at you approvingly, Grilliam, as you kind of walk in. It's like, yes, a man of military, and they kind of like, nod respectfully, as kind of like the language of guards, just like the head nod of approval. And yeah, as you start traveling through this small city-state, this small town, people get out of your way for the most part. Grilliam fairly imposing, a man that's literally on fire. The people here are all human, far and away. You don't really see many other races around. Maybe the occasional gnome or halfling. You could have sworn you heard a gruff, like, dwarven kind of accent coming from far off, near where you hear the dinging of a blacksmith. But yeah, I think you're Sticky Puppy. Can you roll me a D100, Anadoltia? Or if you'd like, I can roll it for you. Which would you? All right, a 40. I think your Sticky Puppy kind of like steals a loaf of bread, just kind of nonchalantly. And you probably don't notice for some time where like you notice that the Sticky Puppy has this big loaf of bread in their mouth, and you're looking around, there are no bread stalls nearby.
Okay.
A couple of,
And no, she just like, kind of ignores it because bread is always useful.
Yeah, the puppy begins to eat the bread.
Yeah, they can have
chewing
that
on
bread.
this loaf of bread.
I mean, it's full of sugar, I suppose, so they need the sugar, so.
Alright. So yeah, you travel through the town, no one really bothers you too much. There are definitely some like whispers and people pointing at you and like, wow, who are they? They're not from here, they look different. That one's on fire. That person's a fish. Why do they have a beard? Stuff like that is whispered from the townsfolk. But none of
I'm not just a fish. I'm a beardfish.
Do you like go and make a show of things, Beardfish?
Oh, definitely giving like a manly strut with their head held high and just like,
oh yeah,
you know, living it up.
Beardfish, can you give me a performance check?
Ah, yeah, I can. I can try, anyways.
Oh yeah, some fair maidens in the town blush as you pass by, fanning themselves with little tiny white fans.
I pluck a feather. Sorry, there's probably feathers in there too.
Yeah,
I pluck a flower out of my beard and hand it to just a random person.
Do you decide what kind of flower it is, or do you just pick the first flower?
Just whichever one I get first. It could even be a feather. I can't tell the difference.
You end up pulling a daffodil out of your beard, and they seem obviously flattered, but also a little confused because they don't really know what you are. They don't seem to recognize what a beardfish is.
I want to quickly take a look at the wares in the market.
Sure. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just something interesting?
Just something interesting.
Sure. A 9. All right. Someone is selling what they call giant protective cloaks. They can protect you from giants, say.
Wonderful. How many Bartholomew bucks would that be?
7 silver pieces.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't have any silver or gold. I spent the allowance Mira gives me, and Bartholomew doesn't pay up.
The shopkeeper just kind of scoffs at you, and you know, gives you something to the extent of, well, if you want to buy some goods, come back with good hard silver.
No, I'm gonna ride over to where Oldman is and just I'm gonna toss some couple silver coins. Be like, here you go, bud.
I'll make sure that Mira pays you back.
Okay. Yeah, what to do? The Anadoltia just looking for this Ian that we were told of.
Okay, yeah. So Anadoltia, you're like asking around a little bit, and you're definitely getting some weird looks. But a lot of the kids in the town, the children, are very interested in you, mainly because you are a little doll. And yeah, you're able to very quickly find the direction to the Happy Bucket Tavern. It's about it's on toward the north side of town, along the main road.
Yeah, I pretty much like let the other people know and like head that way.
Okay. So yeah, Oldman, do you buy the cloak of giant protection?
Yes.
All right, you have a cloak of giant protection. You think?
It's pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm. It's very heavy. Feels like it's made of like thick wool. You've no idea what it does, if anything.
Oh, thank you, Grilliam.
All right. So you make your way north and follow along this main road. You pass through a main city square. There's a juggler who's juggling flaming pins, and some people are you know, gathered around watching, throwing like coppers and things to into a small hat that they put out. Maybe you stay and watch for a time, but eventually they kind of pack up or go to take a break or something. And yeah, you make your way up. You pass up to a small wooden tavern. It has 2 big wooden posts up toward the front with a big signboard on it, a bunch of papers kind of nailed into it. And there's a big sign right above the entrance of the tavern that says the Happy Bucket Tavern. And there's just a little picture of a bucket with a couple fish jumping out.
What an interesting name and theme for a tavern, I will say.
And those are the board.
I like this place.
And Anadoltia, you're looking over to the board?
Yeah, just looking at it, like seeing if there's anything that I can read and see if there's anything that kind of like...
Oh, everything's in common, and poorly written common for the most part, too. They appear to be like little jobs that people can do around the town. Go ahead.
That's all she goes.
Then just goes to the tavern.
Okay. So Beardfish, you're the first one in.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. So Beardfish, you stride into the tavern, and there are all sorts of different folk in this tavern. I mean, not really different folk. They're all humans, and they're mostly male. But there are a few women around the tavern. All in all, you'd guess there are maybe 20 people in this fairly large tap room. However, one or two figures really stand out for you. There is the barkeep, who appears to be a hulking, maybe like 6.5, 7 foot tall, like mostly bald, messed up face kind of ogre, or half ogre. You're not totally sure. They're wearing a white apron, and they have like 3 tiny strands of hair poking out of the top of their head, which flow down all the way down to like the back of their knees. Just 3 extremely long strands of hair, but no other hair seemingly on their body. They seem very jolly and happy, and they're just kind of talking with one of the patrons. But they're definitely the barkeep. You also notice the person of interest in kind of, not quite the corner, but a fairly obvious table off to the right. There is what looks like a guard captain dressed all up in plate armor. He's wearing bright, vibrant red and gold colors. And he's got like a hat with like a feather in it and all that stuff. He looks like he's waiting for people, or waiting for something.
Hello, shiny human.
Okay, you're walking right over to him.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, he greets you. Ah, hail and well met. And he stands up and walks to meet you. Are you the adventurers that we hired?
Probably.
You enter the tavern.
To be more correct, we are the adventurers.
Yeah, Grilliam steps up. You've hitched your pony outside with the other horses. All the other horses like scooted to the edge of the hitching post. So it's just yours standing alone, and all the other ones are kind of afraid of it. And yeah, so Grilliam, you walk up with Beardfish, I see. Yes. We were looking for 4 brave heroes. Please forgive me. I am Captain Stellan.
Pleasure
Can
to
I
meet you.
interest you in a seat, perhaps a drink?
Oh, I'll take a drink. Or 4. How many can I get?
He kind of like looks at you like you're joking, right? He doesn't like answer you, but he gives you a look like that was a bad joke.
Anadoltia just like walks in.
I'll be interested in a seat and a drink. I don't mind.
Anadoltia just walks in on the back of Molly and just like comes to the side of the table.
Okay. So yeah, you're all kind of sitting around the table now. Or Beardfish, you sit down?
Yes. Very awkwardly and unceremoniously.
Yes, so as I said, I am Captain Stellan here of the Defense Force.
You also said something
Montag.
about drinks.
Yes, of course. Barkeep! He kind of holds up an arm and gestures, and the ogre kind of looks over. Okay!
As many drinks as you can carry.
Oh my god!
He runs over. Hi, I'm Bucket. What can I get for you?
Oh, Bucket, you seem so pleasant.
That's me.
I'll take as many drinks as you can carry here at one trip.
He kind of like looks at the guard, who just kind of like shakes his head. Okay, how about the rest of you?
Just give me a shot. Just give me something small, please.
I would. Beardfish strokes their fake beard and goes, I would like a liquid in a cup.
Cappuccino, please.
Another face palm from Grilliam again.
I would just like I just don't want a cup of joy.
Okay. And Bucket runs off. The guard looks to you all. Anyway, yes, we have been dealing with a serious problem here. Up along the northern road, we have been raided as of late in the last few weeks. Houses, farmhouses, started only the furthest out, completely destroyed, burned. Caravans have been raided in broad daylight, no survivors. This must be stopped. We've sent out the Montagese knights, but we've been unable to track down or find hide nor hair of this creature, whatever's doing it.
So you have no clue of what it is or what it looks like?
No, I have not. That's why I hired you.
Well, in any case, I'm pretty sure, as a general, I'm pretty sure I can help lead us to this creature. I think I know what I see.
I was hoping as much. At the very least, you could head to farmstead, right along the main road heading north out of the city. I'm sure
question.
you'll find whatever you need there.
My question is, was it, these attacks, do they happen at night or just random occurrences?
The farmsteads appear to be attacked at night, but we've had caravans raided. Well, we can't tell. We find them a day or two later, burned out, wrecked.
Oh, does this look familiar? And Oldman shows him a picture of a cow. The cow.
He just kind of blinks at you. That's a cow. Everybody, I got your drinks! As Bucket rushes back over. Alright, you wanted some tea? And he hands you some tea, Anadoltia. And I don't remember what you wanted, but I got you whiskey. And he puts that in front of you, Oldman. He said, and you wanted a cup with liquid in it. He winks and puts one in front of you, Beardfish, and he says, take care of it. And then gives you just a normal drink, Grilliam, because that's what you ordered. All right.
Yeah, very well.
Come back to the Happy Bucket anytime. Bye. And he...
Okay,
Happy Bucket!
I missed that. What did he give Anadoltia?
Tea.
He gave you tea.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just some very simple herbal tea.
I guess it's the closest thing they have to a cup of joy.
The picture out front had fish on it. Is there any fish in here?
If you look down in your little wooden cup, there is in fact a minnow swimming around in it.
Yes!
The fish, as you say that, kind of like looks up to you.
Hello, friend. And Beardfish just has an empty glass bottle on their belt, and they're gonna uncork it and very carefully whisk the fish in the water in and cork it, like, you know, What About Bob style. This fish is now coming everywhere.
Excellent. So you have a fish in a bottle. Yep, the minnow seems like used to this almost.
Let's see
swimming
how
around.
this is.
What
One
was that?
throwback.
Oh. So, yeah, the guard captain, the captain looks at you and says, anyhow, if you could all get going after your drinks, the sooner we get this dealt with, the better.
Indeed.
Very well. I'll be outside when you guys are ready. And as I already really finished off my drink really quickly and just went out to my pony.
Anadoltia pretty much like trying to drink her tea well carefully, but as quickly as possible.
Carefully but quickly. All right. And the guard captain says he excuses himself and says he has some things to get to, and he'll be back here probably tomorrow for you to report. Hopefully, of being dealt with the problem. It's about midday.
And Anadoltia finishes and just walks back out there on the back of my.
Okay. Can you roll me a D100, Anadoltia? Oh, actually, I'll just roll it. Oh, never mind, you got it. Oh, sweet. Anadoltia, while she was in there, stole a dozen daggers. Not Anadoltia,
Lady Molly?
Molly, the sticky puppy. Yeah, she's just covered in daggers.
Okay, as long as Anadoltia doesn't get hurt trying to get off of it.
Nope.
Actually, no. Anadoltia's actually just gonna remove all those daggers and put them to her bag.
Okay.
Which means Anadoltia now has a total of 15 daggers.
Got a lot of daggers. All right, so y'all head back outside.
Oh, I say goodbye to Bucket again.
Bye.
I'll be back to see you someday.
Goodbye, friend. Thank you for a friend.
Anadoltia,
Goodbye, Beardfish.
Anadoltia does thank Bucket for the drink.
Okay. Bye.
I'll need to draw you one day. Bye. Actually, can I have another drink before I leave?
Okay. Give you a little shot of something.
Oh, thank you. The guard will pay for it.
And get back to
When
doing barkeep stuff.
when you guys go outside, you'll notice Grilliam is on his pony, and his pony now suddenly has chainmail barding on it.
Oh, awesome. Is it like when you jump on the barding, just kind of shing appears?
Yep.
Oh, that's sick.
Shiny pony.
And the fire kind of like licks through the mail. Oh, that's radical.
Yep.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
just reminded me. It's not typically like me to forget, but I talked to Jeremy earlier. That means I should probably do that.
I guess. I mean, Anadoltia like looks to Lady Molly and then just taps a little charm on her own armor,
Here we go.
and Lady Molly is just like covered in like a pinkish blue armor of sorts. That's basically mage armor.
All right. So, yeah, you all begin heading north, out of the town of Montag, and up a simple road. The sounds of the town kind of fade away in the distance pretty much as soon as you leave the northern gate. And you see a winding country road, but leading up into hills and kind of mountains to the north. As you make your way, it's a somewhat forested area. You begin to hear the chirping of birds and such. And yeah, you're walking just kind of through this country forest, slowly inclining up. After maybe an hour, you pass a couple of like intact farmsteads, but right at like the edge of where the forest starts to become like a real forest, and it starts to get much rockier and steeper, you see a ruined farmstead, kind of off the road a little ways to the right, maybe 100 feet off the road. And it is wrecked. It's like the husk of a building. Roof is all smashed in.
It appears to be a victim of this monster. I think we should look for clues.
Indeed.
So I'm going to ride over and try to see if there's any clues that could hint as to what the monster could be or what its intentions are.
Yeah, you make your way over. I assume you all make your way over to the house.
Yes, I'm pretty good at searching for clues, if I do say so myself. I'm wonderful at piecing things together.
Okay. Yeah, you walk over this kind of burnt out house. You can see that you don't see any like bodies, at least at a glance. But yeah, as you walk over and you kind of give the house a little bit of a walk around, there's a field that has been largely burned. Looks like the fire just kind of was started and burned naturally for a while before going out. Maybe there was like a rain or something that put it out after a ways. So huge burned field. The house itself, the walls are fairly intact, but there are definitely scorch marks. There was definitely some sort of a fire started in or on the building, and the roof is completely collapsed. That is what you can see from the outside.
Oh, you said that the walls are fairly solid still?
It's not that they're solid, they're standing. You don't know how good they are, but they're standing.
I was going
to ask,
is there is any walls look like untouched by the flame, but still kind of look like they're standing?
No, this house was set on fire. Very clearly.
Okay, so none of them looks like it'll be any of the walls look like they would be standing strong?
Well, so the building itself is made of wood, but some of the walls are kind of reinforced with like plaster. It looks like kind of your classic wood frame, tan or beige plaster, like ye olde hut or ye olde hovel. Probably had like a thatched roof. It was 2 stories at some point, but the second floor probably is not active.
Can I dismount? I want to dismount my horse, and can I make an investigation check when I get very close to the house?
Sure. Are you just looking around like outside?
I want to try to go inside and see if there's any clues.
Okay.
And also, okay.
All right, it's fine. Because I know Oldman's also looking around for clues. Beardfish, what are you doing while they're kind of doing these?
Picking my nose.
Beardfish, there's a very beautiful flower that appears to have been untouched by the fire.
I poke it with my toes.
It pokes you back.
Oh.
It's got thorns.
Ow. I poke it harder.
There's like a bush covered in these weird red flowers. Okay. It pokes you back again. Or do you try and avoid the thorn?
I try and avoid the thorn.
Alright, can you roll me a sleight of hand check? Yeah, you got a rose now. You got this, you got this rose. The rest of you, so y'all dismount. Grilliam, you're heading in. Anadoltia, I know you're probably heading in, looking around as well.
No, actually, Anadoltia's going to have Lady Molly at least attempt to walk up the wall to like get a higher vantage point on that house.
Okay. And Oldman, are you heading in?
Yeah, I'm prestidigitating things to kind of clean up a little to see if I can get a better look.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so the first thing that you and Grilliam see is you kind of go over to the shell of the front door. You open it up, kind of push it aside. You notice there are some tattered remnants of leather armor on the ground by the door. The door was closed. And as you open the door and you look, there's a tattered remnants of leather armor. You don't really see anything else, like, you don't see any sign of like a body or anything there, and it is crushed under a gigantic boulder that looks like it must have fallen through the roof. This boulder is a solid like 8 feet across.
Is there anything above us where a boulder could have fallen it from?
What do you mean? I mean, the roof is gone.
But the boulder fell from the sky, right?
Seemingly.
Supposedly.
Oh, there's no cliff edge nearby. Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing like that.
Can I make an
drone or something?
Can I make an investigation check to see if if there's anything significant about like the boulder or anything else in this house?
Yeah. Is there anything specific you want to look at?
I want to, specifically, I want to see if there's any like markings, footprints of any kind. In addition, I want to know if the boulder is an actual boulder or if it looks more rounded, like a man-made cannonball.
Okay. Can you roll me an investigation check then? And Oldman, can you also roll me just a general investigation check? And Anadoltia, Molly was able to get up to the roof, no problem. Nothing collapsed. So Molly can see from up there. There is a very clear, like, hole where the roof was. Small bits of thatched roof, like, are still kind of against us near the walls. But it seems like it was a pretty precise. The boulder was pretty precisely put here, whether it was thrown or dropped or what have you. If you want, Anadoltia, you can use like kind of your investigating to like have Molly look around. If you want to have Molly roll investigation.
I guess I could do that. Oh, 1 second.
Okay. I'm gonna go for Grilliam and Oldman first. So Grilliam, you're looking around and you're looking for like signs of other people and looking at this boulder. It's definitely just a boulder. It's lopsided. It's not perfectly round or smooth. Yeah, it does not look like a weapon necessarily. Unless, like, just a dropped or thrown thing. But it's big, very big. Continuing to look around, you find signs of other people that were probably in this house. You find one that was wearing, or not really, you don't find a person so much as you find just crushed, a ruined breastplate that is just busted up. Looks like it was it's smashed in so much in the middle that it's almost unrecognizable as a breastplate. And though you find no body or anything, it's covered in blood on the inside of it. Very old, it's older dried blood still. Oldman, you're looking around, and with your prestidigitation, you clear away some of the ash and the burn, and you notice there's like a secondary. There was more than just fire here. The fire was probably started after the fact, whether it was intentionally or accidentally done, because you're seeing other kinds of damage and corrosion. Places where like the wood has just rotted and decayed, where it definitely should not have done so, at least by your thought.
According to my observations, it looks like whatever attacked him also took the bodies.
Looks like this rock was thrown in here. Let's see how else it could have gotten here.
Anadoltia, you're not really able to determine anything, unfortunately. There's not really a lot on the roof that would really give much away. Like, a good rain would probably wash any traces of anything that could have been up.
Can Anadoltia make a perception check to, like, look beyond, like, just look around the entire area from where her vantage point?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. That's actually a really good point. Yeah,
terrible rolls today.
There's, like, Mount Montag that, like, is just up the road a ways. The road kind of travels up and goes through a mountain pass. But yeah, nothing else really strikes out.
Yeah, she's just gonna ride down on Molly back down to the ground.
So yeah, that's what you guys find looking through this house.
Well, there was definitely bodies here before.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. One thing that both you, Grilliam, and you, Oldman, would have realized looking at like the ruined leather armor and the plate. Oh, I'm sorry, and the breastplate. Like, it doesn't look like they were moved. So, how the bodies were removed is kind of beyond you.
Does the breastplate blade or the armor look decayed with age?
Not with like age necessarily, but it's very rusty.
The rock ate the people.
Beardfish is standing outside.
I poked the rock.
Okay, it's a rock. It's made of stone. And actually, I'm sorry, because you were looking at the rock as well, Grilliam. You notice there are some, like, gashes. Like, clearly someone tried to cut into this or something. But it's not, like, shaped nicely.
So it was, like, crap, like, really shitty, like, tool cutting or something?
They're pretty large gashes. It looks like maybe someone tried to, like, chisel it, maybe? Or something hard damaged. It's not, like, perfectly nice.
This is interesting to note.
It's kind of hard to know because it's covered in just kind of filth and was scorched.
I prestidigitate it.
Well, yeah, and that only helps so much, but yeah. You can tell that it was very clearly damaged on 3 sides.
What side was not damaged? Where was it facing?
It's on 2. It's damaged on 2 sides. The side facing into the rest of the building, and the side facing the door.
Okay.
Would probably be clearer. And the side facing the door is a lot less damaged than the other.
Well, they were attacking the rock. Beardfish may be right. It ate them.
All right, do you want to stop and investigate the rock?
I would like to investigate the rock.
The rock. You've seen a lot of these beardfish. You're an expert on rocks.
Oh yeah, the bottom of the lake is made of rocks.
Yep. True. Well,
no, this is a rock.
It's a rock. No, you don't need to roll. It's 100% a rock. You just know it's a rock.
Oh, okay.
Trying to look at this fancier. Nah, this is a rock. Someone dropped a rock. Or threw a rock, you know. A rock, a huge boulder ended up in this home somehow. And it's unlikely the house was built around it because the floorboards are all destroyed. But, regardless, realizing there's probably not much more to find here, do you guys want to continue along the path, or...?
Yeah, I want to continue. I want to leave the house and continue along the path. We must see if there's more damage.
Okay. So yeah, as you kind of walk up the road, you enter into the forest proper. The birds are singing. It's a beautiful sunny day, although it's getting a little later now. You've spent a little time investigating. And up ahead, you begin to hear the sound of flowing water, quickly flowing water, actually. And you see what looks like a bridge going over a pretty big river. River's maybe 20 or 30 feet wide, and seems to be flowing, quickly, but not so quickly that you're going to get, washed away. Probably a bit deep, though.
Well, Beardfish, it's not quite a lake, but how's this suit you?
Beardfish hops in.
Well, as you kind of, go to approach it, yeah, actually, no, that's fine. Yeah, you hop in the water. Yeah, all right, you splash in. Beardfish, it is crisp, cold, and wonderful. It's beautiful, clear mountain water.
This is good water. This is best water. Everyone come see the water.
And there she comes to see the water.
I'll pass.
Alright, we'll come see the water.
You're looking in the water. So as you're all just kind of up at the bridge, looking over the side at Beardfish, just kind of splishing around, having a blast, you all hear a voice talk to you. And you look over, and on the other side of the bridge, along the road, there is a man wearing kind of splint mail. He's got a crossbow kind of slung in his hands, and he's looking at all of you. He's got an awful scar across his face, really greasy, messy hair. Looks like he has not been in the river recently, in maybe a few days. And he looks at you and says, "That'll be 10 gold to cross the bridge."
I'm not on the bridge.
And you can swim across.
Okay,
That's
okay,
on my bridge now.
wait. Alright, he said we have to pay to get across the bridge, right?
Yeah, he said, 10 gold, cross the
Oh,
bridge.
yes.
Oh, wait,
That's a platinum, correct?
Wait, actually, Anadoltia has a thing for this. She looks at everyone and says, actually, if y'all don't mind, I can solve this easily. She actually uses the Gift of the Depths and casts the water breathing on everyone, a list of her allies. And says, okay, let's go swimming.
What's the platinum? No, I'm not taking any of your silly fake city money. 10 gold pieces.
And the ocean's just going down to the river under the bridge and going to swim.
Beardfish just paddles on across and slops up the opposite bank towards him.
Beardfish, there are definitely other fish in this river.
Ooh, friends.
Do you want to try and catch one?
Just if I can grab one in passing.
Let's find out. Nah, unfortunately, you feel a couple slap onto your legs, against your legs. A bunch of them are going through the river, but yeah, you're not able to just kind of grab any. All right, yeah, you get across, no problem.
So we have to pay if we cross the bridge, but don't if we swim across.
The guy's telling you it's 10 gold pieces to use my bridge.
What? I'm a little confused. I mean, we're only here to help you hunt this monster quote down. But if you insist, I'm just gonna cross the bridge and pay the 10 gold, because why not?
He kind of nods again. Thank you. Please have a wonderful day. Carry on.
And I hope you watch your back,
Yeah, he slinks his crossbow back over his shoulders and he kind of like nods. And you notice like 3 other dudes come out from like in the forest nearby on that side of the river. And they all say, yeah, have a wonderful day. Safe travels. They're all giving you like the eye, like the like, yeah, you made the right choice, guy. We're tough bandits, is the look they're giving you.
Beardfish gives the one that demanded money the rose.
What's this?
It's a little bit wet from the river, but yeah, it's you can have it. It's yours now.
Thanks.
I roll to seduce the bandit.
All right, can you roll me just a persuasion check?
Dear God.
Okay. He doesn't really say anything at first, but as you kind of walk away, you hear him talking to other bandits. No one's ever given me a rose before. Actually makes me feel a little special.
I picked it just for you, and then Beardfish winks a very bad wink with both of their eyes.
Very hard blink. Yeah. All right. He seems confused and taken aback.
Yeah, Anadoltia's is like already on the other side after swimming across.
Yeah, no, I mean, you paid the 10 gold, you can all just cross.
How about you give other people a break real quick? Then, you know, you can leave this bridge for a bit. I'm going to, secretly, you know, create a nice big, hefty bag of gold.
Okay. You give him a hefty bag, and he kind of like, oh, all right, and grabs it and goes to like open it up.
It glows.
All right, let's roll for this guy. I don't want your fake wizard money. You probably hex me with it, curse me for taking it. I paid the toll. You all go. Get out of my way. Get out of my sight. My
yeah. Come on, guys.
Except for you. You come back whenever you want. Kind of like looking at you, Bear.
I will. That's good water. That's a good river. It's a shame you put a bridge over it.
Okay. All right. So y'all, avoiding your conflict with the bandits, continue kind of heading north. And you're traveling for, again, a couple hours. It's starting to get, like, kind of dark. The sound of the birds are kind of fading away, and the entire pathway is kind of steeped upwards and is getting rocky. And then you notice up ahead of you what looks like... actually, you probably notice it. You notice the signs of it before you get to it exactly. You see smoke. Just a plume of black smoke coming from like directly up the road over the bend of this hill.
Oh, that can't be good.
And then, and at the sign of this, I quickly rush down. I quickly have my pony dash down.
Same thing for Anadoltia and Lady Molly.
Yeah, and it's very it's a little colder. You've traveled quite a bit up this this Mount Montag that overlooks the city of Montag. And yeah, you both rush ahead on your mounts. Beardfish and Oldman lagging behind a little bit because
I'm trying.
Yeah, Oldman's trying. And as you crest the top of this hill, you see up ahead what looks like a burned out wagon. It is just smashed in the middle of the road. You see what is very clearly like spokes that would, or a broken axle kind of snapped in the middle, right? Wheels sticking out to the side, and it is basically embers at this point. It's still burning, but just a very slow burn and a plume of black smoke rising up into the air above it. You don't see anyone, but you do see what looks like a mangled set of a red and gold armor and like a red and gold shield, just kind of on the path by the cart. Do you want to just approach it?
Does it look destroyed, similar to the breastplate from earlier?
Yeah, are you guys just moving right up?
Anadoltia's gonna hang back and since she has devil sight, she's keeping looking around to the darker areas to see if there's anything lurking.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and prestidigitate the fire out real quick, just that that's not still burning.
Yeah, so you all kind of rush up and you prestidigitate the fire out, and you can see what was smoldering was just a big sack of what looks like maybe corn or something. That's why it was smoldering at this point. It's fresh corn, so it doesn't burn super well. There's some popcorn, but you probably don't want to eat it. You notice there are blood stains on the ground, fairly fresh. This was probably in the last hour or two that happened. And you see the smashed up plate armor. It is truly plate armor, but it is ruined beyond repair. Red and gold livery, just like that guard captain you talked to earlier. There are a few tattered sets of leather armor, and what looks like spearheads and axe heads, as well as a sword, but it looks like the handle is just gone. You can see like the tang of the blade,
but no bodies.
The sword itself is gone. Yeah, and no bodies. You see all like the remnants. There are some actually there are probably still what looks like little bits of bone around. But
are there any large rocks around?
Yeah, there's a large rock that smashed right into the thing.
Does it have similar damage marks on it?
It's not as large. This one is probably only about 3 feet across, which is still pretty big to slam into a wagon. But yeah, it's got looks like scrapings or carvings or etchings or whatever it is, damage to the rock. It's kind of all around it, but you imagine that's probably just because it's smaller, maybe? You don't know.
We should ask our bridge friends if they saw a giant rock come through the bridge.
Can all of you roll actually perception checks since you're all kind of looking around?
Would I get advantage from Devil's Sight if it's for darkness?
No, it's not a darkness.
All right, we'll make sure.
Yep, no, good question. Okay, so Oldman, you're the only one who kind of notices there was kind of a trail of kind of blood leading ever so infrequently scattered kind of up the mountainside to your right. It's kind of a very steep slope, maybe 45, 50 degree grade. It's a bit of a clamber to get up there, but you see very clearly blood splatter. Oh, there's a leg. Oh, there's a leg sticking out of that shrub. Some more blood splatter. Yeah, that's what you noticed.
Well, guys, I think I know where it went, but maybe we should ask those bandit guys. They seem nice enough to Beardfish.
Yeah, and maybe if they behave, I won't have to tell the guards that they're doing this shtick.
No, they're trying to make a living, just like we are.
Anadoltia will be on the way back in Molly. Does Oldman point that out though?
I think Oldman points that out to everyone, right? The blood. There's an
no,
obvious trail. Oh, okay. Oldman hasn't shown anyone yet. At this point, you're all still just looking around the wagon.
Yeah, Anadoltia's just trying to keep an eye out, make sure there's nothing that's trying to hide in darkness or whatnot.
Yeah, it's not dark yet, but it's getting pretty. You're at dusk.
So I mean, anything hiding in shadows, and that was still pretty much I think Devil Sight might work with.
Do we really want to be moving at night? Maybe we should just relight this corn and start a nice campfire.
Well, I have no. Well, I am at a loss as to what we should do.
I mean, we could follow that trail of blood there, but that seems dangerous.
Wait, trail of blood?
Yeah, as he points it out, you all see the trail of blood and that one leg sticking out of a bush.
Gross.
It's a really weird flower.
So,
legs are gross.
So, how do we get up there is a good question.
Anadoltia just rides up there on Molly, just carefully, just make sure that she has enough time to dodge or whatever if someone tries to throw anything at her.
Okay. Yeah, you climb right up. You hear kind of the whoosh, whistling wind. You can see that it's fairly barren up on this kind of side of the cliff edge. It's maybe like a 60-foot climb, the side of this slope. Not an impossible climb. Like you can just do it. There's no checks involved. It's just like kind of obnoxious. And yeah, as you're kind of getting up there, you hear another sound on the kind of whispering wind. Anadoltia. You hear a.
Anadoltia like kind of looks to Lady Molly and just motions for her to just be careful. Just like slowly
far away. It's like into the mountain range a little bit.
Is there a way around to get up that instead of having to climb? Because I can't climb with a horse.
I think it's steep enough that like if you're willing to take, half an hour, you could get the horse.
Yeah, I'm willing to do it.
All right, can Anadoltia tell the direction that came from? Like you said, mountain range, but
yeah, it's coming from like just further out, basically.
Like direction wise, it'll be like more just
away from the road, perpendicular to the road.
All right, so yeah, Anadoltia will like head back down and let everyone else know.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I make my little trek.
You're helping your horse up the mountain. Interesting thing, horses can climb completely vertical slopes. It's weird.
Skyrim.
So yeah, what's your plan? Grilliam, you're able to get your horse up to the top, and as you do, you also hear this distant like.
I think we should follow this voice. I don't like it, but I'm following.
Can I roll a perception on that to see if it's a cow, because I speak cow now?
Yeah, it's not a cow.
Dang,
pretty
so
sure
close.
It's not a cow. It sounds kind of like a cow. They're trying to talk cow, but you're pretty sure they're doing it wrong.
Oh, that's not how cow works. That's not a cow.
Well, how does cow work?
Like this. Moo.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll believe you.
Well, anyway, is anyone else gonna come up with me, or am I?
Yeah,
it's the beginning of evening, right?
That seems like a really long climb. I say we just burn the corn and, wait until the morning.
Beardfish is just gonna pick up Oldman and, like, piggyback style and just start trotting up the mountain.
Oh, I guess this works too.
I liked your idea, Oldman, but it seems the rest of the party is go-getting. All right, sure. You get to the top. Do you want to just start kind of following the sound?
Yeah. I lead the charge as we follow the sound.
Yeah, you gotta travel fairly slow because you're off the mountain path, so it's just kind of like rough mountainside here. Not super steep, but it's rocky. There's only a couple little shrubs, maybe the occasional bush.
And
look out for any giant rocks.
And Lady Molly is just kind of like saying
plenty of rocks.
Yeah, and Anadoltia's just pretty much trying to keep even with Grilliam and keeping her eyes out because it's getting darker. She's the one with like the most superior of the dark visions around.
So y'all are traveling for about half an hour, and it's pretty much dark. The sun is setting behind Mount Montag, and darkness is quickly kind of coming around you. Every so often, it's every 5, maybe 10 minutes, you'll hear the echoing. It's a little more guttural than that, but you're getting closer for certain. What do you want to do?
We could all see in the dark, right?
Anadoltia can see in the dark of any sort.
I can see in the dark, but all I see is red.
Beardfish.
Good question. I don't know if Tritons have dark vision.
Actually don't have dark vision.
That's weird because they're like deep.
I know.
Yeah, they should.
I will make up for this by casting. I have the light cantrip, so I cast the light cantrip on my own armor.
It looks like Shiva may beat you to it.
I'm just throwing it. There's a headlamp on you.
So
I'm an anglerfish.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's a little flower that's sticking out of your beard that, like, the tip of it is bling, bright.
Now you're even more attractive.
And of course, Grilliam, I imagine your light is just your flames give off more light.
Yep.
Excellent. So, a little more difficult to see you keep traveling. And after another 20 minutes, half hour, the slope starts to even out a little bit and get a little less rough. And you hear that a lot closer. There's like a little bit of a ledge up ahead of you, and it appears to be kind of flat, level, like naturally level area. Maybe it leads into like a cave or something, but you can't really see far enough, even with the devil's sight, to see if it like is like a full cave or not. Does anyone want to peek around? It seems like whatever's making that sound is right around the corner.
Can I try to get its whatever it is attention with an intimidation check and like shout at it?
Yeah, Anadoltia, can you roll me a perception check, by the way?
By now, Oldman has fallen asleep on Beardfish's back.
That's beautiful.
Okay, I was gonna ask, could I use Molly's like keen hearing and smell?
No, not from where you
just
are.
Anadoltia? Okay.
I suppose Molly could roll, but no, there's no way. Molly smells something like around the corner, 100%. There's a thing around the corner. You all hear it. Molly smells it. It's pungent, and I think all of you probably.
To be fair, Molly's just
Sorry,
I was gonna say.
Grilliam?
I wanted to make. Can I make that intimidation check or?
Wait, intimidation?
Yeah, I want to try to lure it out.
Okay, we'll start with actually in that case, Anadoltia.
I was just gonna ask, like, well, you said that she can already smell it, right?
Yeah. Oh, you definitely smell whatever is around this.
Well, at least Molly can. So, I guess would Molly like kind of like make like some sort of motion?
I mean, probably just kind of like growl like quietly, right, and like not like head motion, as dogs do, pointing in the direction.
All right,
Grilliam, what are you yelling? I'm sorry, because Grilliam's yelling out. Go ahead.
I'm going to yell. We know you're there. Come out, you monster freak. You will pay for the deaths of many.
Okay. You just hear echoing around the corner. What languages do you all know? This is rare that this happens in DnDTime, but
I know Primordial.
Okay.
Anadoltia knows Common, Halfling, and Sylvan.
Okay. Beardfish.
Common, Primordial, Sylvan, and Cattle.
Excellent. And Oldman?
Cattle.
Gnomish, Primordial, and Deep Speech.
Holy shit, you all speak Primordial? That's incredible.
Wait, except for Anadoltia, she does not.
I was gonna say, that would be insane. What are the odds? None of you can understand this language that is being uttered before you.
Okay,
but
everyone,
it's definitely a language.
Just give me a break. Let me cast a quick ritual.
Hey, do we have time for rituals? I'm not gonna sit here to wait for it to kill us.
I mean, it's been waiting all this time. I'm sure we have a minute.
If it interrupts him, I will punch it.
Grilliam, are you gonna charge around the corner, or are you gonna wait?
I'm torn. As much as I admire Oldman's elderly intelligence, I'd rather not wait. Yeah, I'm charging.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you charge around the corner, and there's a big, wide open area. And you have 60 feet of dark vision? Oh, you have a light.
Yeah,
so
I
you
have light
don't
on.
see anything at first. It's just a big wide area. There's like the cliff edge to your left that you just came out around, and there seems to be a very steep slope going up that side that kind of curves out ahead of you. And somewhere from the darkness directly ahead of you, you hear the...
Yeah, Anadoltia was just going to suggest that she sneak around first, but too late.
Oldman, are you staying there or are you following?
I'm just gonna stay here with Beardfish and let him do his thing. I'm sure he'll be screaming if something happens.
What are you trying to cast, Oldman?
Oh, I was just gonna use comprehend languages as a ritual. But you know, that doesn't really matter because somebody charged in.
Okay. So are you being like carried by Beardfish because you're so small?
I'm just on his back, or her back.
Okay.
My jetpack.
This is the Luke Yoda thing. Anyway, Beardfish, are you following Grilliam? And I think Anadoltia, you're following behind, right?
Yeah, I mean, I might as well, but I'm going to try to keep out of sight of his Grilliam's light because...
Anadoltia, as you cross the corner, you can see the creature standing in kind of like the middle of this clearing on something of like a raised stone platform. Dais, maybe it's natural, you're not sure. Is what looks like some kind of a giant. It stands 13, 14 feet tall, hulking, just fat creature.
Question, how do I not see this if I have 60 feet of dark vision?
120 feet away is the thing. She has Devil's Sight, which gives her 120 feet of dark.
Yeah, that and basically I can see in the dark up to 120 feet, and as if it was just plain as day.
Not quite, but you still are seeing it as though it's dim light. But anyway, you see this creature standing there. It's kind of vague silhouette and shape, and it's just...
Wait. You said I said it's dim light, but it says I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical.
Oh, wow. Actually, that's pretty crazy. I didn't realize that. I thought it just treated it as dim light. So yeah, you see this thing. Can you roll me a perception check, Anadoltia?
All right, 1 second.
So Grilliam, you're charging. If you're just charging straight at it, you get to within 60 feet of it, and you can see it.
Bad rolls tonight.
Yeah, it is a giant hulking standing there. It's got rocks all around it, and it is looking directly at you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look. Since Grilliam's the one charging, I'm just gonna just call out. Yeah, it's a giant over there.
Do you want to also charge toward it, Anadoltia?
I'm not charging toward it. I'm just like keeping out of the range of like of the light Grilliam has, but still like trying to get closer.
Okay, so you're staying within 60 feet. Beardfish, are you following behind?
No, it's dark and Oldman is trying to do something.
Okay, so you're just staying where you're staying on the outskirts.
Just to clarify, I'm basically like I am heading that way, but I'm staying out of the light that Grilliam is producing.
Okay. Yep. So Grilliam, you charge 60 feet forward, and you see the giant, and actually, so do you, Beardfish and Oldman. It is illuminated in the darkness. It's only a dim light right now, but yeah, it's about 120 feet into this clearing. It's standing there, and as the light shines on it, it goes, and it's just kind of standing there. You can't see it super well because it's still dim. What do you all want to do?
Beardfish shouts, "Hello!"
I'm gonna work on my ritual still.
Okay, so Beardfish and Oldman, you stay on the outskirts, but you yell hello. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Anadoltia and Grilliam?
Go ahead.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy on myself to make myself look a lot more intimidating as fire comes literally bursting out of my eyes.
Okay.
Anadoltia is like keeping to the darkness and trying to sneak like onto the backside.
So against like the cliff edge, you can see it's not a cave, but it is kind of an indented wall.
Oh, okay.
It's like a very shallow cave, like a 15-foot deep.
Okay, but yeah, I'm pretty much like you said there was some of a dais or something?
Yeah, well, it's not really a dais, it's just like raised stones in the middle.
Okay, but yeah, basically she's going to try to get to the backside of that.
Okay, so you're sneaking around the outskirts.
Yeah.
And Grilliam, you're making this thaumaturgy. Are you charging this creature? Still? Grilliam? Buddy? Oh.
I'm bad. Sorry. I was gonna see if I can make it, I'm gonna walk more slowly and see if I can try to intimidate the creature into doing something.
You don't even need to roll, because as you kind of approach and it gets into your bright light, you're only about 20 feet from it. You see it clearly in the bright light. It is badly scarred and wounded. It's bleeding like heavily. You see there's a huge like shackle almost latched to its leg that seems to be buried under the stones around it. And as you kind of get up to it, it collapses and it and like reaches toward you, seemingly pleadingly. What do you do?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna look at Oldman like, how are you almost done with that ritual?
Well, I would have been if you didn't charge in!
Facepalm. Facepalm times 3.
This ogre continues. It like goes like trying to crawl toward you a little bit. Just help me. It tries to say in broken common. It looks like both of its legs are pretty badly mangled. One of them is very clearly broken. Anadoltia, you're kind of like in the back a ways. And from where you are, up against like the back slope where the cave starts because you're looping around, you hear just kind of a few scattered rocks fall around you from up toward the roof of this cave opening. And you all hear a few heavy wing beats as something very large takes to the air.
Can Anadoltia is Anadoltia able to like look up and see?
Yeah. As you look up, all you see is a massive black shape silhouetted against the black sky.
Well, even with my it farther than
is just black, whatever this creature is, and it begins to kind of fly around, maybe 60 feet in the air. It begins to do kind of loop around this clearing, seeming to be sizing you all up. Oldman and Beardfish, you both hear the beating of wings, and it actually flies like right over your head.
Whoa!
Oldman, your ritual continues. It completes your ritual.
What is it saying?
It's not saying anything right now. It's just kind of flying a circle around you.
No, the giant!
The giant saying, "Help me! Please!"
Well, I understood the broken common, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on it, on the giant.
So you approach and cast Cure Wounds on the giant? What do you all do? Start with Grilliam. Grilliam, you're walking up and curing the giant.
I heal him for 9 hit points.
Okay. Anadoltia.
Anadoltia's probably gonna make her way up the little wherever the giant is on as much as possible, and she's going to attempt to start casting magic circle around that area to to protect against wherever the magic circle protects against. So.
Okay. That takes a minute to cast, just so you're aware.
I'm aware. I'm willing to risk it.
Okay, so you cure the giant a little bit. It heals him a bit. Which, Oldman, you hear is, "Thank you." There's an awful, like, snapping sound as its leg resets from your magical healing, which must have hurt. Oldman, what are you and Beardfish doing? Because right now, you're completely away from Anadoltia and Grilliam by 120 feet.
Okay, Beardfish, I'm going to need you to be brave. I'm going to be drawing, and you need to make sure that we don't get hit.
I'm good at not getting hit.
Good. It'll be a lot easier when it can't see us.
Are you gonna move in? Beardfish? Oh, are you casting it on both of you?
We're going to be invisible.
All right.
Boy.
Where would you like to go, Beardfish?
Oh man, where are we going?
Just make sure that I could get a good look at it. This is important.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get closer to it.
Okay, so there's just a floating light now, because the light that is on your flower, Beardfish, does not go away. So it's just an invisible
Awesome.
light. Yep. So you
going to go ahead and dispel that.
Okay,
Don't
the light
worry,
goes out.
Beardfish, I'll guide.
So Beardfish, you blindly stumble toward the only light you can see, which is Grilliam. You all hear a few more large wing beats, and then a voice. Well. What do we have here? Two brave heroes, and I've already had dinner. Perhaps dessert. The figure, this flying creature, crashes into the ground on the side opposite of the cliff edge. And Grilliam, you see it kind of begin to crawl forward toward you. It has 4 legs, large black leathery wings, 2 burning red slit eyes, and massive jagged black horns coming out of its head.
Can I determine what this creature is now at this point?
Yes, a dragon.
Can I go ahead and, I'm not sure if this will work. Would I be able to make a bonfire just in the middle of the cave? Or 10 feet away from us?
I think you all need to actually roll for initiative, because this creature is about to attack you.
I do have a question. Would I have had magic circle gone up from all that, like pause and all that?
You've got 30 seconds probably on it.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, man, it's hard in a moment like that.
Is my pony in this cave too?
Yes, you're riding your pony currently.
Yeah, still am.
You guys are out in the clearing. You're not in the cave right now. The cave is a very shallow part toward the back. All right, so we got Anadoltia, the Dacron, Grilliam, and who hasn't rolled yet?
Beardfish.
Oh,
Beardfish.
sorry.
Roll me your initiative. All right.
I have a question before all this begins. Would just casting it, trying to cast it, expend the spell slot or not?
Unfortunately, it does.
Okay, so I'm down to 1
Nope.
spell slot.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I actually don't think Magic Circle even affect.
I mean, I didn't know what it was at first.
Oh, it's a good call. I just don't think it does anything against dragons, does it? Well, regardless.
No, it doesn't. Like I said, I didn't know. I was just like, I wasn't sure what it would do. So, like, what the creature was at first.
Mhm.
I mean, so I brought it up just in case.
The battle begins. The dragon looks at you and says, "Time to die." And Anadoltia, it's your move.
Okay, so Anadoltia. Now, I actually wanted to really use that, but first, her only thing that she's able to do currently. The only thing I will be able, actually, protection or. Actually, yeah, I'm going to just go for the absolute protection.
Okay.
So 15 extra temporary hit points on me.
Ooh, good call. All right, Armor of Agathis, you crystallize with icy armor. All right, next Beardfish, it's your move. You see the dragon on the ground about.
Wait. I was going to say I want to actually move.
Oh, sure. Where would you like to go?
Towards the dragon.
You charge the dragon. All right, you charge past the giant, past Grilliam, and you'll get to about within 15 feet of the dragon.
Okay, all right.
Or actually, if you want to have Molly dash.
I don't think Molly can dash since I took an action, right?
I think Molly can still dash. Yeah, if you're telling Molly to just charge it, you can.
Yeah. I want to charge try to get to the underbelly of the dragon.
Yeah, it's not that huge. It's a large creature, but yeah, you're able to get to it.
I mean, it's a large creature. I mean, I'm a small and it's a medium.
Yeah, you get up to it. I'll tell you. You're in melee range of the dragon.
All right, good. That's where I want to be currently.
All right, Beardfish, it's your move. You just watched your friend Anadoltia charge under this dragon. What would you like to do?
I'm still invisible, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I am gonna... Oh, Old Man's still on my back, isn't he?
You can set Oldman down for free.
Do you want to be set down?
Yes, I'll be here drawing.
Okay, stay safe. And I'm gonna gently put him down and try to pat him on the head, but I can't see him, so I may have missed. And then I am gonna move closer. I'm gonna hold my action, but I am going to... Can I do patient defense if I'm holding an action?
Yes, absolutely. You can spend one key to use patient defense. Now, keep in mind, you are invisible.
Touche. I will not waste a key point yet.
The dragon could have line sight. You don't know.
I'll just hold my action normal, like.
Okay, so no patient defense?
Nope.
Okay. Do you charge right up to the dragon?
Fairly close to it. I'll stay about 10 feet away.
Okay. Well, actually, with your movement from where you are, you can only get to about within 20 feet of it anyway.
I have 40 feet movement speed.
Oh, never mind. You're exactly where you want to be.
Mahaha.
Beardfish, too fast, too furious. The dragon wells up this green acid in its throat and breathes it forward. Who's it gonna go for? I'm gonna roll a d3 because it can only hit. All right, it goes toward you, Anadoltia. So it just it can't quite catch anyone else in it because the line's only a 30-foot line. And I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, 1 second.
And oh my god. Well, you take half of 59. So
wait.
29.
Wait, alright, take half of that and at the same time, I forgot, Armor of Agnes does not respond to that, so.
Armor of Agnes is only with a melee attack.
Yeah, I know, but I know, so it was basically in front of me, right?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
Alright, so I'm also going to use a reaction to... Misty Escape. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll take that 29 in. The place I want to teleport to is, and since I'm hoping I can see it, the top of the dragon's head.
Yeah, you just appear on top of it. Molly needs to roll a dex save. I think Molly just got annihilated, actually.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
Alright, so Molly will need to come back at Bartholomew's shop. Your sticky puppy melts beneath the caustic acid that's exhaled. And yes, you teleport right on top of the dragon's head. Can you roll me an acrobatics check to try and stay on?
1 moment. Still have to take
just
that,
to get a hold.
I'm still trying to get down to 29, so minus 14. Alright, so I'm, ooh, wow, 31.
Alright, Grilliam, it's your move.
Oh, you think...
I didn't roll for the ogre. Ah! He goes last. He did worse than you, right? Right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, he actually did worse than Bionic Sheba, so, yeah. He is last.
What's your move, Grill?
I'm going to tell the ogre, just wait here and don't do anything.
It looks like the ogre's hefting one of the rocks.
Or
and it says in broken common, I help.
Very well, you can help then. And then as I look to the dragon, how far am I away from the dragon?
You're 60 feet. Seems like it intentionally crawled just into the basic outskirts of your light to intimidate you.
I'm thinking of what to do. I'm going to...
In the future, guys, try to think about your actions before we get
I know. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move 40 feet because I'm on my pony, and he's 40 feet of movement. So I'm 20 feet to it, and I'm going to say, "So, you want me as dinner, huh? I hope you like it extra spicy." And then I use thaumaturgy on myself to make my flames even brighter and hotter. And then I cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action, so it's right in front of the dragon, and it just hits to attack him.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to... Where is it? Here it is. That doesn't hit.
An 11, no, unfortunately. The 11 swings wild.
But that's the end of my turn.
All right. We move to next in the initiative, which is Oldman.
Oh, and to think one day Rip is going to be this big. Oh, this is so exciting. You don't see a dragon every day.
Are you trying to speed sketch, Oldman?
Of course. All
right, go ahead and roll me a speed sketch check. It's pretty good. It's not like your best work right now, but it's pretty good. Is that the end of your turn?
I mean, I gotta get this drawing done. Can't see me.
All right, the ogre will go. The ogre attacks the thing. It hurls a rock, which the dragon bats away with its wing. Beardfish, do you want to do anything with your ready action, or are you just hanging?
Can I reach the dragon now?
You can't see it from him, unfortunately. Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, did I survive the acrobatics check?
13? Yeah, I think you're still on it for now, because it hasn't made any effort to get you off.
Okay, I'm gonna, its horns, since I'm on top of its head, I want to at least have one arm wrapped around as tightly as I can around one of its horns.
Okay.
And with my free hand, using with my focus, I'm going to just start casting. Actually, no, I'm going to attack it with my ever so faithful butterfly net.
Sure, go ahead. All right, wisdom saving throw. I'll say this guy's not good at wisdom. All right, this black dragon turned into a butterfly. Oh, you have to hit first. You missed the butterfly net. Never mind.
Yeah.
The 11 doesn't hit, so unfortunately you can't butterfly it.
Wait. Actually, I have a question. Can it see me? Since I'm on top of its head,
it does have blind sight. It knows you're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can probably feel the fact the feet on its head.
But no, it literally can see. Unfortunately, butterfly net will miss.
Oh, in that case, I'm just gonna keep hanging on to that horn.
All right, Beardfish, it's your move again.
All right.
Your little doll friend has climbed on top of the dragon and is hitting it with a butterfly net.
I'm just gonna run up and punch a dragon.
Go ahead. Go ahead and give me a punch check.
And I get 2 hits because I know martial arts, apparently.
Sure. Beardfish runs up, flailing. Unfortunately, neither of those are going to connect. You have advantage because you were invisible. You actually crit with the 24.
Woo!
Wait. What about me? I was invisible to the. Actually, I was invisible to the start of my turn or before I attacked.
You weren't invisible.
Missed the escape.
At the start of your turn? Yeah, it's
let me read that again.
Until the start of your next turn. Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah, you were visible by that time. And wait, does invisibility give you advantage if they have blind sight and know you're there though?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna say yes, because I'm not particularly certain. Alright, so go ahead, you hit it for 7 damage. Do you want to do anything else? Or is that...
Would that be doubled because of the crit?
That actually is the double, unfortunately. Because it's only... Do you only have a D4 for your martial arts dice?
I don't know how to play a monk.
all good. Do you want to use any of your special monk powers?
Yeah, I totally do. I would like to spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows. That's hard to say.
Flurry of Blows. That sounds Flurry of Bows and Flurry of Blows.
What level is Beardfish?
I am level 3.
No, it should be 4 if it's a fable.
Oh,
You're
well.
at least level 4.
Well, my sheet is telling me I'm level 3.
Alright, go ahead and punch 2 more times.
Cool, okay.
Well,
It has been so long since I've played, I'm sorry.
Don't even worry about it.
And
Alright.
because I am, I'm guessing one of those hits, because I am open hand, I would also like to, the dragon needs to make a dex.
Alrighty. The dragon needs to roll a dex save?
Yes, or be knocked prone.
Alright, the dragon's knocked prone.
Yeah, I should probably also...
Actually, yeah, you should give me that damage for that the first one. Alright, so you dragon hit for 12 so far, it falls prone. And is that the end of your turn, Beardfish, or do you want to run away?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back about 10 feet.
Okay. Yep, you back off. It's going to take an opportunity attack against you if you choose to do that.
But it has disadvantage if it's prone.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it.
Alright, he swings with a claw. It's an 11 and misses. Now the dragon will go. The dragon stands up, rolls to see if it recharges. It does not. And then it is going to feel the thing on its head attacking it with a butterfly net, and it's going to attempt to attack you, Grilliam, I think, because you're right in front of it still.
I'm 20 feet from it, though.
Didn't you get in range to attack it?
No, I used spiritual weapon to make a weapon in range.
Yeah. So, Anadoltia's coming at you. It's going to try and claw you first. An 11.
Miss.
19.
19 will hit.
Okay. That's 8 slashing damage, and I need you to roll another acrobatics check, see if you fall off.
Doesn't it take 15 pull damage because of the armor of Agathis?
I think the armor got eviscerated by the acid.
Yeah, the acid destroyed it.
So, Anadoltia, you fall off its head, and then it tries to make a bite attack against you because you aren't on its head anymore. It goes chomp. Oh my god. Wow. That's a very high roll.
Is that both the 20 and 5?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I am downed.
All right, Anadoltia
Negative
falls
2.
unconscious barely, and the dragon roars in triumph. Grilliam, it's your move.
Oh, you made a bad mistake there, buddy. And I'm going to wait. I cannot use an area of effect attack because that would hit.
No, that would big hit, enough that you can use an area of effect attack without hitting her out.
Without hitting Anadoltia? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I'm going to... I need to move 5 feet closer to it.
Sure.
It's a 15-foot cone for... Burning Hand!
Alright, you kind of like aim above Anadoltia and the fire sprawls out.
Give me a dex save!
It fails. And it actually should have been a 10 instead of a 7, but that's fine. It's going to take the 9 points of damage.
And then bonus action, spiritual weapon attacks it now.
Excellent. Your spiritual weapon swings out, but unfortunately doesn't hit. All right. Do you want to move it all with your pony?
I moved 5 feet to get closer, but now I'm going to move back like 10 feet.
Sure, back over toward the giant.
Yep.
All right, Oldman, McWizardface, it's your move. You see Anadoltia is down already. You think with a bonus action you could probably finish the sketch.
Well then, let's do that and take that bonus action.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Gotta get this done. Oh, look at that.
Well, it's actually a 22 because you get a +5 for each round you spend consecutively sketching.
I gotta show Rip this. He'll be so proud of what he'll be one day. Anyways, for now, I should probably help out here.
Oh yeah, Beardfish is no longer invisible because shit. They attack.
And Anadoltia's down and unconscious.
I think I'm gonna need to drop my invisibility to, help out with the fight. So to do that, I'm going to strengthen the strongest person in this room and give the ogre haste.
The ogre roars. Is that the end of your turn, Oldman?
Yeah, I'm gonna back away a little, let him do his thing.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you're just kind of like off to the side, like whoop, whoop, whoop. And the ogre goes, and it is going to hurl 2 boulders at the.
Alright.
It goes, oh wow, it hits with both of those. All right, but all right, the dragon, pong pong, gets slammed twice, and this ogre goes, and says, in giant, it speaks, "You dumb dragon," is what you hear, Oldman. Everyone else hears just kind of grunting.
Oh, yes, he is pretty dumb.
Anadoltia can roll me a death saving throw. Oof.
And that's not just a flat D20?
Yep. Okay, not dying. Not bad. Unfortunately, though, you're not up. So, Beardfish, it's your move. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna punch a dragon again.
Alright, you run up and punch the dragon. Go ahead. Alright, unfortunately, you don't have advantage this time because you're not invisible, but you hit with the 20. And I
say deal 4 damage.
Yeah, I meant to look up between the turns if you should be rolling a d6 or a d4.
That's level 5.
That's level 5. Okay, cool. So, all right, you're gonna hit him for unfortunately only 4 points of damage. But you know what? It's you roll a 1. Is there anything else you'd like?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and spend another key point and just use flurry of blows again.
All right, go ahead and give me the punch. The 18 barely hits it. Your first attack goes hit the wing, which pulls up, and then you just punch it in the shin, and it goes and growls at you. All right, 6 points. Nice, nice. All right. Do you want to end your turn?
So I also get to add an effect to that. I'm gonna try to knock it prone again. It'll have to do a dex save.
All right. It does not fall prone, unfortunately.
All right, worth trying.
It's definitely worth a shot. You gonna end your turn next to him, or are you gonna run off?
Yeah, I'm gonna not disengage. I'm gonna back up again. Yep.
All right, it's gonna take a claw attack. Crits you for 16 points of slashing as you try to back off, Beardfish. Keep in mind though, because you should actually be level 4.
Yeah, I already.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I bumped that up already just to compensate.
The Darken is gonna go. Looking at all of you. Oh, first recharge. Does not recharge, unfortunately. And it is going to look at the giant, look at Grilliam, and look at Beardfish. All 3 of you have been punching it a lot. It's going to take to the air and fly toward the giant and Grilliam, because there are 2 of you over there. It lands next to him. The giant goes and seems a little scared now. It's going to take 1 swing at you, Grilliam, with a claw. 19.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
All right, 12 slashing damage. I don't think you need to make any concentration checks. And then it's going to bite at the giant, which actually misses. And then slash the giant for 14 points of damage. Oh my god, the giant's still up because of that healing. Oh my goodness. The giant goes, ah! It's in horrible pain. All right. That will be the end of the dragon's turn.
So how far did it? Oh, so it moved like about 30 feet. So
yeah, it's right next to you.
So I can. So as a bonus, so I'm just trying to make that the spiritual weapon can move up to like 30.
Yeah, it can get up to him. It can
okay.
Because he's a large creature.
Firstly, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon bonus action first,
sure.
And that hits.
Yeah, that'll definitely get it. Go ahead.
4 force damage.
Right. We'll
and
take
then,
that.
And then, I don't know if you realize this, but I have 2 thaumaturgies active. Guess how many I'm going to have now?
Okay.
I'm going to pull the 3 thaumaturgy feet again. This time, make my voice triple the loudness and just shout at this freaking dragon.
Well, the dragon is now bloody as you hit it with that spiritual weapon. And you just want to try and intimidate the dragon into flying away?
Yeah, I want to try to intimidate the dragon into going away and never coming back.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Can I have advantage because I have 3 thaumaturgies again?
Not yet.
Okay, fair enough.
But I respect the resolve. The dragon appears to be wavering to some degree. He kind of obviously expected the ogre to go down there and is a little unsure now that the ogre's still up. Oldman, what would you like to do?
Well, I still haven't drawn this ogre, so...
Oh, God, you son of a bitch. All right. Do you want a bonus action draw? You're going to be drawing with disadvantage if you do.
Oh no, I gotta get this thing good. It's not gonna stand much longer in this combat. This is amazing.
Go ahead, Oldman. Oh, wow, it's a really good drawing just right off the bat.
Perfect.
The ogre's gonna go. The giant's now adjacent to the ogre, so the giant will just grab like a really big rock and just swing at the the ogre will swing at the dragon twice because it's hasted, and unfortunately miss with both. Oof. All right, that's the end of the ogre, or the ogre's turn. And Anadoltia, give me one more death save. Oof. And Anadoltia's fading.
Once it says 1 failure.
Yeah, it's only 1. Beardfish, what would you like to do? The dragon's about 30 feet from you.
I'm going to place myself in between it and everybody else. So I'm right up in its face.
Yep.
And I am going to go ahead and cast Gust of Wind, which is one of my racial thingies.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I don't have it filled in on my character sheet yet.
Sure.
But it's a 60-foot line out for myself. It's concentration up to 1 minute. It's a strong wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose, so I'm going to focus it towards the dragon. And each creature that starts its turn in the line must pass a strength save or be pushed 15 feet away. And any creature in the line must spend 2 feet for every 1 foot when moving closer. It disperses gas, vapor, and extinguishes unprotected flames.
Okay. So you cast your Gust of Wind. It's going to roll strength save on its turn?
Yes.
All right. It's its turn. It gets a 14. Is that enough?
I'm guessing... I'm not sure what the DC of that would be in my
case.
case.
It uses your Constitution, which is weird. What's your con modifier? It's very bizarre.
My con modifier is 2.
That should be a 12 right now. So it unfortunately would succeed. So he is not blown away. He does not recharge his breath weapon either, which is very convenient. And yeah, it's going to take an attack at each of you. It's going to start with the ogre. It misses. Wow. 1 for you, Grilliam. It misses. And
Good,
1 for you, Beardfish. A 22 for 6 slashing damage.
Wow.
All right. Can you actually roll a concentration check on your wind? I'm sorry.
Yep. Sure.
And then Grilliam, it's your move.
Oh, where's...
Perfect.
How do I,
Just hit the
How do I-
Constitution saving throw. All right, you're good. You keep up your gust.
Perfect. So I'm glad I didn't have to use one of my reactions. So, firstly, 17 hit?
17 barely missed, unfortunately.
Damn. Well, shit. I'm going to use one of my spells. Actually, no. I'm going to use Guiding Bolt right up in... Actually, no. Screw that. Scorching Ray. Triple.
You will have disadvantage unless you want to move away and provoke an opportunity attack. That's up to you.
Wait, I have disadvantage up close?
If you used a ranged attack in melee, you have disadvantage on
But if he gets 5 feet away, he's still in the range of the dragon, so he can't opportunity
You know what?
attack him.
Yeah,
Do a
unfortunately.
range attack.
No, I'm
Dragon
willing to
has a
move.
reach of 5 on his claw.
I'm moving back. I'm gonna move back 5. I'm gonna move back like 20 feet. Do it.
Okay.
Attack me.
Take a bite
Attack
attack
me.
with the claw.
Nope. I use a reaction to make it disadvantage.
All right. Oh, your warding flare. Your fire flashes brightly, and it only gets a 9. Excellent. Yeah, you get right back away from it. Excellent use of your ability.
And now I use Scorching Ray on the dragon with 3 attack.
And that same fire that blinded it strikes it. Go ahead. Make your 3 attacks. That'll hit. That'll hit.
And
that
that'll
barely
miss.
misses, but you're real close. Oh man, 16. Pretty good. This dragon's looking pretty hurt. I mean, not like dead, but pretty hurt. Is that the end of your turn, Grilliam?
Yes.
All right. Oldman McWizardface, what would you like to do? You got a real good view of this ogre who's looking pretty heroic right now.
I mean, well, I already have the sketch, but might as well finish it out with the bonus action.
Yep, sure. Oh my goodness, it's great. Oh, right, disadvantage. It's
Well,
about
take
the
the
same.
20.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, now then, should I be useful for once?
The dragon looks pretty hurt.
How
like,
heavy
actually,
are dragons?
very heavy. For what purpose?
Will I be able to levitate the dragon?
No, it definitely could not be levitated.
Well, I guess I'll have to be directly useful.
I'm wondering what he's gonna use.
Well, probably also a scorching ray.
Nah,
Would be my guess.
Should I? I'm just gonna throw a couple of daggers on it.
Oh,
Guaranteed damage.
10 damage. All right, it's pretty bloody. It's bleeding all over the place, and the dragon's like, no.
Ogre, I choose you.
The ogre goes, bonk, bonk. And the ogre will, oh my goodness, it's at 2 hit points. The dragon is like, it looks like it's going to flee. Anadoltia, can you roll me a death saving throw? All right, you're still alive. Beardfish.
I'm surprised everyone's just pretty much letting me just lay there.
Actually,
we can heal you from that range is the problem.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm behind the dragon now since it moved forward towards.
Oh yeah, they're all right next to it. Well, Beardfish.
so I'm still gonna keep my gust of wind going.
Okay.
But I am going to advance on the dragon. Can I hit it without losing my concentration?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It only takes an action to move the gust.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna move towards the dragon and, punch it a couple times again.
Oh, and you can knock it out. You don't even need to kill it outright. You can just straight up knock it out.
Or you could kill it. It's up to you. Oh my god, the crit!
Oh my god,
Beardfish,
the
how
double
do you
crit.
kill this dragon?
How do you, or do you knock it out? What's
Your minimum
choice?
damage knocks it out. What do you do to this dragon, Beardfish?
I go to kick it in the face and effectively stick my toe up its nostril.
I'm pretty sure that just
And
knocks
it
it
goes.
out.
And I'm just like, "Ah!"
And it goes. And collapses to the ground at your feet, Beardfish.
And I just kind of step over top of it and walk across it to our little doll friend, and I am going to attempt to stabilize her.
Yeah, Anadoltia is fine at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're able to save her. Anadoltia, you awaken with one hit point, as your allies have defeated the dragon, and as you all kind of like look amongst yourselves, the ogre seems kind of surprised. Just,
I am going to walk over, and I am going to just unload all. I'm gonna unload. I have so many spells. I'm just gonna unload it all into the chains to release the ogre.
Yes, you free the ogre, and it looks like these chains were like maybe used to like attach horses to carriages at some point, but you know, they were taken. And as the din of battle clears, it is a dark, cloudless night, only a few little stars in the sky, and you have defeated this young black dragon. I didn't change anything about that monster, by the way. That was just a CR7 young black dragon that you guys killed. So well played. And you managed to save the ogre, which was a great secondary side quest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Anadoltia's like thinking like,
did I miss all the fun?
Yes, you did, unfortunately.
Sorry, I tried to get to you faster, but there was a dragon.
I had drawings to do. Look at how wonderful these are.
Beardfish is going to point to the ogre and is going to say, don't throw rocks at houses or carriages, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
He's like, I'm whack away now. And he just walks away.
You're gonna be tired for a second as I break my concentration.
He falls on his face and starts snoring.
Oh, well then.
And with that,
let me just throw this on him to make sure he has some nice sleep.
Oh yeah, he's out cold. He had 5 hit points. But with that, you have completed this adventure. You head back to the simple town of Montag. The people greet you as heroes, and the guard captain, I didn't think you could do it. Well done.
Oh, thanks for the confidence.
Anadoltia's just like repairing her body as best as mending.
Well,
wow,
sir.
You guys did great. That was really good.
Bucket, how would you like to lift some things and, help out around the house?
Okay.
There'll be a free meal in it for you.
And with that, you have completed this silly adventure. You all earn your 200 Bartholomew bucks and 1 point of experience. And thank you all for playing.